Hello, I'm going to be talking about where water is found on Earth. We know that water is found in oceans, rivers, lakes, streams, brooks, creeks. It's found underground, called groundwater. It's found frozen in glaciers and in ice caps. It's also found in the atmosphere, the clouds, the air we breathe. It's also found in me and you, in other living creatures. Now, looking at this pie chart that I made, we can compare the amount of water to the amount of land on Earth. The Earth is made up of 70% of water and 30% of land. That's a lot more water. And we can break that down even more. Here, in this pie chart, we can compare the amount of salt water to the amount of fresh water found on Earth. 97% of water on Earth is salt water. Only 3% is fresh water. So what does that mean? The water, such as the water in the ocean, is salt water. If you were to taste it, it would taste salty. Now, some people think that if you were to take a glass of water from your kitchen sink and pour table salt in it, that would be the same water that you find in the ocean. But that's not true. The water in the ocean is salty because of minerals that run off of the land into the water and make it salty. Now, breaking it down further, the amount of fresh water on Earth, which is only 3%, can be broken down into some more categories. 68.7% of that water is in ice caps and glaciers. That means we can't drink it because it's frozen. 30.1% is groundwater. It means it's underground. Now think about when you go in your kitchen and you turn on the sink. Where did that water come from? Actually, when it rains outside, the ground, the soil, absorbs the water. And it goes deep into the ground, into aquifers. Now, in the old times, people used to dig the ground. And they would dig and dig and dig until they got to the water. The water would come up, and they would build what they call a well around the hole. And they would take a bucket on a rope, and they would lower it down into the water, and they would bring it back up. Now, we have pumps, and we drill down into the ground and pump the water out using our wells, and it runs into our houses so that we can have water to take a shower, to flush the toilet, to run water in the sink, to brush our teeth, to get a glass of water to drink. That's groundwater. Now we have other water and surface water that make up the other percentage of this water. And that's water that's found in lakes, rivers, me and you. The moisture in the soil, when you dig a hole and you feel that the soil is wet, that's water. Now I want to take that and break that down even more. Accessible surface water. Now maybe you've heard that the earth is running out of water. That's really not true. Because we saw before, 70% of the earth is made of water. So we can't be running out of it. What's actually happening is the amount of accessible surface water. It's a very valuable resource because us as humans, being made up of water, need it to survive. There's places on Earth that are in such bad droughts. The rain isn't coming down. So there's no groundwater. There's no water to drink. The lakes are drying up. The rivers are drying up. It is dangerous because people need this water to survive. This is the type of water we're talking about. It's not that the earth is running out of water, but we're running out of accessible water in certain areas of the earth because of droughts. Now, looking at this pie chart, this is talking about accessible surface water. Lakes make up 52% of accessible surface water. Soil moisture makes up 38%. Water vapor, when the water's going up into the atmosphere, 8%. Rivers, another 8%. And living organisms, such as me and you, make up 1% of that water.